Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. So we've got a few things to talk about. Let me get to the correction first. The correction is FedNow, the payment system by the federal government that's actually in pilot right now, is not, I repeat, is not, as far as my research shows, is not using, and I know I said it was, not using Ripple or Ripple's XRP ledger. Is not. One of my friends tapped me and said, hey, dude, I haven't found anything. Do some more research. So he did some research. I did some research. My friend Nicholas. And we came up with there's nothing. Apparently, there was a couple of Ripple lovers, is what I'll call them, that spread around crazy rumor and tried to make it look official. I'm not going to use any full names, but somebody named Jack. There was a company involved that dropped a paper on their website and led everybody to believe that Ripple was involved. It's not. Now, put that aside. I still invest in Ripple, in XRP. I'm a big holder of XRP. I will say that. But that's my correction. Federal Reserve Governor Mester says that bringing down inflation will be painful in the near future. That kind of checks out. That makes sense, right? They've got to raise rates, and that's going to be painful. It's going to have some serious negative effects, but it must be done to control inflation. Totally get it. Totally get it. Jobs numbers came out to go along with this kind of stuff. Jobs numbers came out. And yeah, last month they were 270,000 jobs as per ADP. This month, 132,000. That's a big drop. And it says that, jobs are, slowing. What it basically means are companies are slowing down their hiring, right? Taking a more subdued approach to hiring right now. Makes sense. Again, people are preparing for recession, and these are the things that you got to do. Doesn't mean that there aren't any jobs out there. There was growth. 132,000 jobs is not a small number, but it's lower than the previous. So across the 2 months, going lower. Cool. I understand that. There was a quote, our data suggests a recent shift toward a more conservative pace of hiring, possibly as companies try to decipher the economy's conflicting signals, of which there are a lot, and we've been talking about them. We could be at an inflection point from supercharged job gains to something more normal. And that is as per Nela Richardson, who is the chief economist at ADP. Good information, because there's nothing but conflicting reports. Go look at all the numbers. There are tons of conflicting reports. Even in numbers being reported by companies, conflicting reports. Some are good, some are bad, just conflicting reports. Something that was interesting to me today, Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor's being sued for tax fraud. Yeah, that Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor, is being sued for tax fraud. That has serious implications. Should things go in the worst way, that has serious implications. You can sit down and sip on something and think about that. Remember the other day I was talking about, Michael Saylor would never sell Bitcoin. Well, depending on how many taxes he could be. What happens if he loses the case, owes a ton in taxes, and he's got to pay that off, and he's got to sell some Bitcoin? It's not going to be MicroStrategy's Bitcoin. It'll be his Bitcoin. Or he's already proven that he's willing to do it. Maybe he leverages his Bitcoin, right, to get some cash to pay the taxes. If he's found guilty, if he loses that suit. That will be very interesting. Something surprising. July 7th, I had a video about, in that video, I spoke about Pantera Capital and how they swiped 3 major heavy hitters from JPMorgan. Who was it? Eric Ragg. Give me a moment. It was Eric Ragg, Pooja Samuel, and Samir Shah. All 3 big hotshots from JPMorgan. Well, Samir Shah had assumed the COO role at the company, at the firm, and he's out after less than 2 months. That sounds like there was some turmoil. There were some issues that happened over there. I hope it had nothing to do with his family or anything like that. I hope everything's fine, everything's great, and it was just business. I don't see anything good coming from that. So I'm waiting to see if there's more information that will come out of that, more information that leaks as to why he decided to leave. So that I'd like to follow that. Any kind of capital company, any kind of, firm that's investing in the space, I kind of pay attention to. U.S. Congress is probing Coinbase, Binance, and FTX over their fraud prevention practices. Had to stop and think about that for a while because I'm sitting back and I'm going, are there any rules and regulations about fraud prevention by U.S. exchanges? Are there guardrails? Don't know. I don't think so. This is what people are clamoring about. I get it. What they're, it's Congress's watchdog committee. This is what they do. Great. I would like to see more effort into putting up more guardrails around the cryptoverse in the United States. I'd like to see something that, companies can rely on. This is what you're going to be measured by. Abide by these rules. Boom. Something. I'd like to see more of that. Now, my last bit, it's more of a tirade. Sorry. Jim, the flip-flop Cramer of CNBC. Wow. He's come out and he said, basically, listen, people should not invest in speculative vehicles like crypto. I get it. Except for one problem. And you say to me, why, Eddie? Let me show you why. We'll get to the numbers in a minute, but let me show you why. Do you see this date? You see that date's highlighted in blue. I'll highlight it again so you can see it. Right there. See that date? That is Wednesday, June 8th of this year, 2022. There are fortunes made in crypto. Why Jim Cramer recommends buying Bitcoin or Ethereum with one caveat. Listen to the video. In the video, he talks about how he's invested in crypto. And that's not even 3 months ago. And now he's saying, the crypto only exists to separate you from your money. What? Say that again, Jim? Say it ain't so. I just don't understand why he flip-flops so much. I don't get it. Again, he did this video June 8th. I'm trying to understand why. How's that work for you? June 8th, and now today, less than 3 months later, you're flip-flopping again. And he's done this before. And not just with crypto. He's done it with stocks before. And I just sit here and I just go, he's always playing this angry role. If you watch him, he's always got this, sulking kind of, approach to everything. Ugh. He should learn to stay in his lane. I really believe he should learn to stay in his lane. Just stay in your lane. You want to talk about stocks, talk about options, whatever. That's your world that you came from. Talk about that. But going off and talking about spreading FUD about crypto, I'd like to understand why. Are you trying to drive down prices so you can buy in or your friends can buy in? Is that what you're doing? It smells like it to me. It smells like partial manipulation to me, but that's just me. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I do not listen to this guy. I just don't. I don't watch a show. I don't listen to what he has to say. None of it. He just annoys me. Annoys the hell out of me. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff. Fear and greed index, we're in extreme fear. Kind of to be expected. Extreme fear. That to me just says there's money to be made. You can make some money. But if you look at my chart here, just follow the crosshairs. You can see, we were up here for a while. We took another drop. So we've taken 2 drops. And now we're at the bottom half of my inner band, this green band right here. Okay. Came close to coming out of that. You see that right there? Didn't, but came close. Down here, this other blue line, which is my outer band, that's the extreme, right? That is the established low. That's the established floor right now. We're not near it right now, but it could get there. It could. It could also go up. Just saying. You have the Vassal hard fork that's coming along pretty quickly. That could happen now. You have the merge that's going to happen pretty quickly. So you have some good things that can drive everything up. Good things like OpenSea is now, in deep development with Polygon to do more with Matic on the platform. So now I believe you'll be able to mint Polygon or Matic on, mint NFTs on the platform. That's hot. That news like that is good, right? So I pay attention to that. The market right now, it's not great. The only one that's doing really great right now is Ethereum. Bitcoin's taking a hit. Ethereum has come down, but again, I keep pointing to it was not that long ago that Ethereum was at the $1,000 mark, below $1,000 mark. I picked up Ethereum when it was below $1,000. So even though it's down a lot right now, think about this. It's down about, 25% from its recent high above 2,000. Okay. And there was more than that, right? I'm like, okay, but I'm still in the black on that because I bought low. I was able to buy low. And it doesn't seem to want to go below a certain number right now. Good choice. And I think it's ready for another pop. I really do. There are certain coins, that's what I was mentioning yesterday. There are certain coins that are just saying, we've got this low right now, don't want to go any lower, deal with it. Ethereum's got a new established low. XRP's got a new established low. Same thing with Solana, Cardano, Matic. They've got new lows where they are right now. Remember not that long ago, Matic was in the 40-cent range, 50 cent range. Now it doesn't seem to want to go below 80 cents. It's kind of like, no, I don't like that. Let's stay up here. That's very interesting to me. And that's why I'm buying right now. There's a lot more stuff coming out about Matic, about Polygon that's going to hit, and it's going to be great. Great technology. Chainlink is another one that's got news out. They're going to do well. World's biggest oracle connecting, real world to digital, smart contracts, all that stuff. Yeah, that's a big deal. Pay attention. To me, these are buying times. Just look at the numbers in some sort of a list. Kind of like, yeah, none of my coins are doing amazingly well. Shiba Inu keeps bouncing between 15 and 16, but right now it's at 12.21. I'm a little low on that. But I have a lot of holding in that at a low number, so I'm basically okay. This is a low number. When everything starts going up, Shiba Inu is going to pop up as well. Doge doesn't really want to go below 6 cents. Doesn't really like going too far below that number, so I think it's established its lows. So I'm kind of like, yeah, that's something to pay attention to. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. If you like what I'm doing, like the research that I'm doing, like the journey that I'm on, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and absolutely hit the notification bell so you know whenever I drop a new video. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.